Peace be unto you, my bright and bubbly friends. Welcome to the third episode from the series Modern Schools of Thought. Today I'd like to talk about materialism versus idealism. Alright, without a further ado, let's dive into the topic. Etymologically speaking, the word materialism comes from the word matter, which basically means things which we can see, touch, measure, or smell. And on the other hand, the word idealism comes from the word ideal or idea, which means things which we cannot see, touch, measure, or smell. Alright, now the question is, what is materialism and what is idealism? Philosophically speaking, in the beginning, people were trying to know what life was. And even this question, what is life, exists in today's world, in today's era. In order to be able to answer this question, we have to go through two spectrums of thought, two vast spectrums of thought, two big realities, which are materialism and idealism. Now the question is, what is materialism? Okay. Materialists, they believe that matter is all what is there. For example, these books which we read, the food which we eat, the people whom we meet, the trees which we see, all of these things which we can see, touch and measure, they only exist. Nothing beyond these things exists. So that's what they really believe in, and that's what is materialism. On the other hand, idealists, they believe that these things which we see, touch, measure, smell, taste, they are illusion. They are a reflection of the reality. So what's real for them is the thought, is the idea, is the spiritual meaning. That's what's real for them. They say these things are, illusion. They don't exist. They only exist in our mind. So that's what is idealism. So even some other religions, you can see that they have idealistic kind of beliefs. They're idealist. For example, Christianity, when you read the Bible, for example, Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 1, it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So you can simply say that in the beginning was the Word. So they believe in some kind of, deity, and they say everything comes out of that. And even Islamically, we can say that even Islam is an idealistic kind of religion, and a lot of scholars, they argue that the only reality is God, and all these things which we see are not the reality. They're all illusion. That's what some of the scholars say. And even they argue that, for example, they say, some Muslim scholars, they say, a very long time ago, we were not able to split atoms. Recently, we're able to split atoms into, neutrons, protons, electrons. So that's what they say. And even they say with the high tech, we will be able to split atoms into very infinitesimal particles, into split them, split them an infinite number of times, and we will reach to a point that we can see that nothing really exists. So that's what they argue about. So Now, the debate, I'm sorry for what happened. Uh, Now, the real debate between these idealism and materialism is that which one determines which. Materialists, they believe that matter existed first, and the ideas, thoughts, spiritual meanings, which we have, they're all shaped by the matter. On the other hand, idealists, they believe that first idea, deity, spiritual meaning, that existed first. And these materials, they come out of our idea, come out of our mind. So that's what they believe in. This was about materialism and idealism in a nutshell. All right, another matter which I would like to talk about is dialectical materialism. You might be aware of Hegel, a German philosopher. He stated that ideas came first, but he saw a very sophisticated and complicated kind of relationship between the two. And Marx, another German philosopher, he further developed this idea. He actually insisted that he was a materialist, but he did not state that one determines the other. In fact, he stated that material is somehow primary. It shapes our cultural institution, beliefs, ideas, but it goes in reverse too. So there is a back and forth kind of relationship between the two. It's like one impacts the other. That's what we call, dialectical materialism. And basically, you need to understand that the word dialectical comes from the word dialogue. When two people are talking, like one is saying something, then the other is saying something else, so there's a kind of relationship. So that's what Marx stated. And that was all about materialism and idealism and dialectical materialism.
And guys, if you feel the video was informative, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel and share it with your friends. My purpose is to spread knowledge. Thank you very much for watching.